Hello. I recently bought this deck from Amazon and it came in today. So I wanted to unbox it on camera and share it with you. All right. So this is the Kawaii Tarot and it's created by Diana Lopez. I've seen some unboxing and flip throughs of this deck, and the main reason I bought it is because I do not have any Pippish decks, and I'm not the biggest fan of Pippish decks, but this is the first Pippish deck I am buying because I am interested in learning the Marseille way of reading tarot. So it has a smooth and glossy at parts kind of cover. On the back it says, "Check out your future, Kawaii style, with the cutest tarot deck ever. Inside you'll find 78 adorably illustrated cards and an accessible guidebook to help you interpret your readings. Add this deck to your collection and use it to get started with card divination." So from what it says on the back, it is clearly aimed towards beginners. So if you are looking for an uncomplicated, cheap deck with a guidebook and everything, with interpretation and help reading, then this is for you. So I saw this in other unboxings. The card comes in like 2 different packs, and I am not very excited about that because that would be kind of complicated to have to like open both the boxes separately every time you want to read. And I feel like what I want to do eventually is get a bag for these cards and put them together, because this is very inconvenient. As cute as this box is, I wish it was just a little bit bigger and had both of the halves in the one same tug box. All right, so here's the other half. And so this is like the first half. It has the Magician. I don't know where the Fool is. The Fool is usually what the deck starts with. Okay, come on, come out. It's a very adorable, cute baby pink color. So if you are into that, then if you're like into that aesthetic, then this deck is for you. But I personally I'm not about that kind of aesthetic. But I bought it anyway because this was like one of the cheapest Pippish decks I could find, and I didn't want to like over invest in a Pippish deck because I'm just gonna like start off with Marseille reading, and I didn't want to like over invest in a fancy Marseille deck right away. So I just bought like a cheap Pippish deck. So that was my motivation for buying this deck, and it feels like it's very beginner friendly because it comes with this big guidebook. I love big, chunky, descriptive guidebooks. And this one has like a page for every single card, even the minor arcana, which I think is amazing, especially if you're a beginner. So if you want a cheap, uncomplicated, descriptive deck, this is definitely for you. Okay. So it has introduction, tarot spreads, the major arcana, the minor arcana, and final thoughts. Okay, so I'm gonna do a flip through of the deck, and then we're gonna randomly pull out 2 cards or whatever, like whatever number of cards fall out, and then we're gonna read from the guidebook to see what we get. So there are multiple spreads here. There's the 1 card spread, the 3 card spread, elemental spread, the week ahead, Celtic cross, some of the more common spreads, and some others. All right, so this is very beginner friendly and this is affordable too. The only thing I don't like about this is these 2 separate tug boxes, which kind of makes it complicated because every time you want to get the cards in and out of the box, you're going to have to split them separately and keep them separately. it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like they could have just like made this a little deeper and put the whole thing inside here without like any tuck boxes at all, and just like put the book on top of it and just close it like that. It's a flip box, so that would have like easily worked, but I don't know why they felt the need to like put it in two separate tuck boxes. It's kind of just inconvenient. And the book slides into this little gap here, so that's another hassle. You have to like get it to slide in and then close it, instead of just placing the book on top in a little bit of a gap on this side, and then the thing could have just like closed like this. But whatever. Maybe if they're interested they would change that in future, but this is how I got it. All right, so let's get into the card now. So this is what the back of it looks like. It's not complicated, it's just a bunch of stars. It's very basic. There's not a whole lot of complicated art going on, which is perfectly fine and exactly what I wanted for like an intuitive reading practice. Oh my god, as I am like shuffling, I see all these little white things, white little paper dust. I don't even know what to call it. Like they're like little pieces like falling off of the cards like dust. So this is kind of messy. Well, I guess that's what you get for the price. Oh, okay. I don't know why I'm aggressively shuffling. It's just like a habit. Like every time I have a deck in my hand, I just have to be shuffling. I don't know why. But you see all of this mess that it's making as I'm shuffling? This is kind of messy. This is like really messy. I don't know if it's just like my deck or if everybody got it this way. I don't know. I'm not very happy with this purchase, honestly. It cost me like $12 on Amazon, and on the box it says 14 US. So yeah, I don't know. I would have expected a little better, honestly. I would have expected a little better. But I'm happy that the guidebook is decent and kind of makes up for it. But honestly, the cards are very disappointing and it's causing a whole lot of mess. And I'm not happy about this, honestly. And the tuck boxes and honestly, like, there is a whole list of problems with this deck. All right. Oh yeah, so I shuffled the whole thing and now it's totally jumbled up. So Ace of Sword, Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands. I don't know if you realize, but there isn't a whole lot of imagery going on, and there isn't something very descriptive about their roles as page and knight in the image. It's just like two people, and on top there is like this shield and there is this halo. I don't know if all of the court cards are going to be like that, but I wish there was something more than just these two basic symbols to tell the page and the knight apart. So this looks like Eight of Wands to me. The Hierophant, Emperor, Empress, High Priestess, the Magician, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Three of Cups, Ten of Wands, Nine of Wands, Lovers, Five of Wands, Four of Swords, Three of Swords, Two of Swords, the Hanged Man. I don't understand why this symbol is relevant to the Hanged Man, but well, whatever. The Death, the Page of Swords. So all the pages have like this halo on top, and this image is kind of like giving off a little bit of an intellectual vibe, so that's probably why it's associated with the swords, because the swords are like mental energy. All right, next, Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Strength. So the Strength card only has the lion and not the woman. Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. I don't know why the Sun is over here. Maybe we'll look into it. Let's look into the guidebook. I wonder why the Sun is here. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is the feeling of anxiety after you've done a lot of work but haven't seen results yet. The Seven of Pentacles is a card with a big vision stuck in the day-to-day tasks of setting goals and objectives. As such, there's an energy of conflict, but I want it now. On the plus side, the Seven of Pentacles can show that you have made some wise investments. They will just take some time. Whatever the result, be assured you have done what is necessary to reach your goal. There is no point in worrying about it. The card, while this may seem fatalistic, the card is a positive sign that you have done your best. You definitely understand the value of putting in time and energy to create the life you want. Look at nearby cards to see signs of the outcome. So I don't see any mention of the Sun or why it is in there, but it's possibly there to signify that there is a positive aspect to this desperate and impatient energy, and that is that you have done your part and you just have to wait now. Okay, so the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Wands. Do all the sevens have the Sun? Maybe, no idea. Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Swords, Justice, Moon, Six of Swords, Eight of Cups. Okay, so there are these like repeating symbols of the halo and the Sun. I wonder if it has to do with the numerology. Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, King of Cups, Tower. You see how this tower is leaning a little bit to the left. I don't know if you can tell, but this tower is leaning a little bit to the left. So that's like showing that it's gonna fall any moment now. The Sun, Judgment, Two of Cups, the World, Temperance, the Devil, Hermit, Nine of Pentacles. I don't know why there is one up here and then all of them down here. Five of Pentacles, all of them at the bottom, barely visible. Just the main emphasis is just this blank space. Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, Knight of Cups, Page of Cups, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Six of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Star, the Chariot. Okay, so there is the Sun in this seven. So I think that is why this Sun keeps repeating in all the seven numbered cards. Okay, Eight of Swords, Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, Knight of Swords. Okay. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. Okay, so now in this seven, there is the moon here and not the sun. Maybe because the moon is associated more with emotions and the cup has to do with emotions. Okay. Knight of Wands and Four of Wands. All right. So honestly, I'm not very happy with this purchase because there we have like this huge mess of like white dust just falling off of this deck. I don't know why. Maybe they just sliced off these little pieces off of the cards during manufacture, but I don't understand why it has to be this messy. I have never seen this happen with like any other deck. I really don't know why they compromised with the quality like this, despite the fact that it's just $14. But I have seen other decks in this price range which are like much better in terms of quality. And honestly, I recently bought another deck. It's this Literary Witches Oracle. It was kind of in like the same price range, but the quality is just like amazing. So I really don't know why it has to be such a poor quality deck. All right. Page of Cups. Let's read for this card. Okay. Puppy love, creativity, dreaminess. I think that is why he has this headphones on, because he's like separated himself from reality and he's in his dreamland. That is probably why. The Page of Cups is an introspective youth of energy in your life. The Page of Cups possesses a kind heart and is inclined towards art. He may let credit he deserves pass him by out of shyness or humility. He is not particularly ambitious, but is quite creative and loyal to his friends. The Page of Cups urges you to follow your heart when it speaks and to be creative. When the Page of Cups appears in a reading, it may mean an opportunity for love and romance has just manifested. Having a childlike energy, the Page of Cups speaks of a specific type of romance, a puppy love, in which everything about the relationship seems divine and perfect. Though this honeymoon stage may not last forever, it sure is fun. Alright, so the reversed meaning is emotional immaturity, creative block, and escapism. The Page of Cups reversed represents someone who is childish in his attitude and has emotional blocks in his life. This card reversed may depict an insecure person who uses substances such as alcohol to drown his emotional troubles. In terms of existing relationships, the Page of Cups reversed may signify a childish relationship. If you receive the Page of Cups reversed in a love reading, it suggests that while your relationship is positively enchanting, it's time to grow up, stop texting each other constantly, and grow into something serious. All right. So that was the reading from the guidebook. And quite honestly, if I were to tell you my final verdict on this deck based on just this unboxing, although I don't think it's fair to pass a judgment on a deck without first giving it time and without first working with it and without bonding with it, because after you have bonded with a deck for a while, your perspective may change significantly. But from what I saw just during this unboxing, I don't know if I would recommend this deck to someone. Honestly, I think this could be a much better experience. And the thing that I hate the most is this whole huge mess that it created with all this stuff just like falling out of the cards. And I kind of tried to dust off my table, but it's still all over the place. I don't know if you can see. It's still all okay. It's still like all over the place. It's very annoying, and it's going to take a while for me to clean every little particle. Ugh. It's going to be quite a hassle to clean this. All right. But, oh yeah, the other thing that I don't like about it is why the two separate boxes? It doesn't make sense. I've seen many decks which would just like make this part here a little deeper and smaller, so as to like fit the whole deck here. Like you would just see this whole thing just sit here, and this thing would be a little higher and a little smaller, and the whole deck would just fit perfectly, and you could just pull it out with these little thumb cutouts. You could just grab it and pull it out. I think that would be a much better way to do this, and there really is no need for these two little separate tug boxes. It's just a hassle, and that's all right. Well, it is what it is. And the only thing that I really like about this whole set is the guidebook. I think the guidebook is very good. I like the descriptions for the cards, and I think the writer did a very good job on creating the guidebook. And I think this would be very friendly this would be very helpful for any beginner. I think this is a beginner friendly deck. So if this is like your first time purchasing a deck and you don't want to over invest, then this is definitely for you. But I don't know if you want, even as a beginner, I don't know if you want a Pippish deck, that is when there is no imagery over here, and just like the wands and the cups just themselves with the number associated. I don't know if that is something you want, but I bought this deck. I bought a Pippish deck. This is my first Pippish deck, specifically because I am learning the Marseille way of reading tarot. So I think this will be very helpful for me, and I didn't want to over invest in an expensive deck. Over time, once I'm comfortable with my Marseille reading skills and I'm ready to invest more into a Marseille deck, I think I'm gonna purchase the Tattoo Tarot. I think the art style in that deck is much more closer to the aesthetic that I feel drawn towards. I really don't like this type of artwork and this type of aesthetic, but if this is your thing, then go for it. But I personally didn't buy this for the artwork and the aesthetic itself. I bought it because it's low investment and it has a decent guidebook. So that's what I bought it for. So thanks for watching this unboxing and flip through, and there are more such videos, there are more such flip throughs and unboxing on this channel. So if that is something you're into, go ahead and check them out and subscribe to this channel to watch me use this deck in future readings. Also, I'm planning on making a series about reading Marseille style, and I think I will be using this deck. I'm certain I will be using this deck for that video series. So if that is something you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. All right, thanks for watching. Bye bye.